Tulsa. She hosts the podcast, the All Nighter Podcast. So make some noise for Miss Ashlyn Benson.
What's up, everybody? Hi. Do you like my Ed Sheeran man? He's so sexy and tall and milky. Like his skin, but I guess other ways too. Hi, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be out here. How are you guys feeling? Yes. I'm a mommy of a 2-year-old, so I'm like so excited to be out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like always trying to dance. That is my ultimate goal. Like, anybody want to dance with me after this? Yeah, that's usually the response I get. No, I love dancing so much, and I try to get out when I can. I'm 33, so back when I was like 22, my favorite song to get me out onto the dance floor was Ass by Big Sean. You guys know that one? If you don't know, it goes like this. Ass, 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 wobble, dee, wobble, dee, wobble. That is all I needed, baby, to get my ass out on the dance floor. But nowadays, it's a lot of CVS parking lots where I get my dancing on. I also got pregnant because Rihanna made it look so hot. Yeah, she's wearing like belly chains. I'm like, damn, girl. So I go over to my husband and I'm like, come on, rude boy, can you get it up? Yeah, except when you aggressively sing to a dick like that, it does not get it up. Sometimes I'm like, how do I get it up? My sex initiation is very bad, Like, I knew he was the husband for me because the very first time that we ever had sex, we just started doing voices to each other in bed. So did you guys ever watch Big Mouth? You know the hormone monster, like the really creepy, decrepit one? That's the one where I was like, I was really good, man, right there with the game, baby. And he said yes. I was like, that is the father to my children. I didn't tell him that at the time because it was really early on, but I knew. Yeah, we do have a 2-year-old now. Are there any parents up in here? That's what I thought. Okay, you're hiding. I get it. I feel it. It is weird coming into social settings to places where not everybody has kids because, you just feel very, isolated. Nobody explained breastfeeding to me, so I didn't know that, you're basically a fire hydrant just releasing every hour. So I would, wake up, and I'm just, cascading. And I'm like, baby, help me, I'm leaking golden milk. Milk me, I guess. And what it was so annoying about breastfeeding is the day I give birth, your milk is coming out and you're trying to learn. Your tits get so big and rock hard and not in a cool way, okay? Because also the nipples get as big as my face, okay? And it turns into elephant skin. It's really weird. But I'm struggling trying to get the first latch and you gotta express literally an udder. And I can't get it. I've got all the IVs hooked up to me and the lactation nurse showed my husband, the whole thing. And he's like, let me take a stab at it. I'm you motherfucker. Comes over with his big old hands. And he's just getting it going, and I'm just sitting there God damn. This is my life now. I chose this, all because of Rihanna. And now my belly button looks like a deflated asshole. What a life. No, but I do love being a mom, It is hard, you've got all the things, but I do like to kind of compare it to the Olympics. You know, when you're training for the Olympics, like, it's hard. There's blood, there's sweat, there's tears, and then there's tears. But you're like, once it happens to you, you never shut the fuck up about it, you know? Telling everybody about it, that they should do it, stuff. Don't worry, I'm not advocating for you guys to do it. Because really, the most annoying part about having a kid is not really the kid itself. It's the amount of times you have to listen to Frozen. I swear to God, I did the calculations. I've seen both of those movies individually at least 1,500 times. My friends have been Elsa, Miss Rachel, and we just invited Moana to the group. Thank God. I like that bitch way better than Elsa. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you know, I was a weird kid growing up. I'm surprised I got a husband, you know? Growing up, I was a nerd, but I wasn't like a smart nerd, you know? I just liked video games and SpongeBob. I loved SpongeBob so much that for my 8th grade picture, I'm like, I'm gonna wear a big old SpongeBob face. And then let me add a calculator watch. It's gonna get all my crushes going. I wasn't even good at math. So I guess it was just for looks. Yeah. And the voices and stuff, it all came from like middle school and stuff, and I would hole up in my bedroom and not do my math homework, and I would just be mimicking cartoon voices. So my mom would come in to see what I was doing, and I would be like, Didi, get out of my laboratory! I was one of those cool kids, you know what I'm saying? I didn't smoke weed till I was 26. Yeah, it is, you know, my husband is great. He deals with all my wacky quirks. But initially, I kind of had a different vision. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I really liked creepy British guys, you know, like Alan Rickman, thinking that vein, you know. So I like to envision who I thought I was going to marry. No, I'm just kidding. And so, you know, this creepy British guy, I like to envision him like this, because he's always creeping. He can't stand straight, because he's just always creeping, you know. And then I also like to envision him just stroking his eyebrows like this. And he's like, hey there, little bobby seed. Oh yeah, how about we go round back there and smash bits? How about we make like a flower and pollinate, baby? Yeah. What I had to do with Ed Sheeran. No, he is my best friend. We are in couples counseling, and it's mainly because of cleaning. I just found out I had ADHD, so it's not even my fault. No, but I was just trying to tell him, like, bro, I need you to help me to do laundry, and he wasn't hearing it. So we go in there, and she's like, what's your divorce scale? And I was like, I don't know, maybe a 4 or 5. And he was like, what? I thought we were just coming in here just for little check-ins. I was thinking a 1 or 2. And then she was like, yeah, how about you do all the laundry? And she can do everything else. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fine, because I hate laundry. I hate when I put it in there, I forget about it for 3 days, I walk away, come back, smells like shit, I've got to do it all over again. This is not for me, and guess what? He's better at the laundry. So we're having sex again. It's really hard to like have sex too when you have a kid. Like, I don't know how people be doing it out here. Like, I cannot focus. If we try to, like, it's usually after she's asleep, right, you know? But sometimes it's like, okay, maybe we can put on a movie and try to do a whole thing. And I'm like, okay, well, we have to turn on the shower because I'm hearing Elsa in the next door and I cannot focus. I cannot. No, but Rihanna made it look so hot, pregnancy, and I was just puking and peeing myself at the same time for 9 months. There's so much about pregnancy where you think, like, you see the pictures, they look beautiful, they are a goddess. When you see, I mean, it is crazy what we can do. But But my God, I had a Grinch crotch for 9 months. Just think about that for a second. Okay? It was getting so long I could braid it. Except it had to be like in a very weird way because I had to go around the belly. It was not sexy at all. Anybody ever tried to date a musician? No, not a lot. There's not a lot of people here doing a lot of things. What do you guys do out here? Drink beer? What else? All right. Guess be quiet is what you do. I would see a musician play the guitar, and I was like, look at what he's doing with his fingers. My God. Perhaps he can do that to me. But the problem with most musicians is these scales that go up and down like this do not transfer to the pussy. They're just laying there, they're like, they don't know, they're hitting the clitoris really wrong where it hurts, and you're like, God damn, you're such a disappointment. Guess I'll marry a comedian. But I grew up, I'm half Mexican, and then the rest are from fishermen from Minnesota, like you said. So random. And I grew up dumpster diving. Anybody else? I knew it. You didn't. But you don't do nothing. No, I'm just kidding. But it was cool because we lived behind a rich neighborhood. So this dumpster did not have real trash, okay? There was no Cheetos bags to be found. There was no unsigned divorce papers. There was treadmills and chandeliers. So we took the chandelier and we just put it on the back porch table. Don't need to hang it, no nothing. And the treadmill doesn't work like when you plug it in, but you just got to push real hard. Still get a workout for free. Free 99. Yeah, and now my parents are eBay resellers, so they go into people's homes, people who have died, and they take their gold and other things that are like collectible and stuff. Estate sales are insane, okay? Like, it is just a weird concept of just going to be like, oh yes, Dave, this armoire looks nice, this dead man's armoire, we're gonna take it. Looks good to me. But, God, I lost what I had to say. I'm gonna blame that on mom brain, just like I will blame everything else on mom brain for the rest of my life. I'll end with, how much time I got? Probably still a little bit? Okay, all right. Then I will end with this. So me and my sister are really close. Now that, we've always been close, but I've got my little daughter, so she comes over all the time. And my sister, she's way more loving than me in every single way. She's like Jesus, but no, not religious. We don't need to be religious. No, if you're religious, that's fine too. Don't know where I am, so I've got to make sure I hit my business. But she also dresses like a sexy pirate. Just kind of think like Cruella de Vil, but made of love. Okay? And so she's so loving that I get to see the real her at the end of the night when all the love has dried her up. Her name is Rhonda, and old man Ron comes out real late at night. So I'll be like, hey Rhonda, you need like a glass of water or anything? She's like, oh no man, I could probably do a little maybe a Topo Chico. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's my time guys. Thank you so much. My name is Ashlyn Benson.